Hi, I'm Lee Benz, the home scholar, and I got a really cute question from Amy in Ohio who said, I'm just trying to figure out if homeschooling high school is something I can do without going crazy. And I thought, great question, let's all try to not go crazy. There's a couple of key strategies for keeping your sanity, okay? Number one is to make sure that while you're homeschooling high school, you have enough margin in your life to breathe. All right. I talk to people about this a lot. You know how when you're reading a book and the larger the margins are on the side, the larger the spaces between the lines, the easier the book is for you to read. And you feel more successful when you're reading, right? Life is like a book. The bigger the margin on the outside of your life, the more you will feel sane. And so what that means is you're not scheduling things for every night of the week. You're not packing every moment into your day. You're not trying to do, which I see a lot, you're not trying to do 4 years of high school in 1 year. I see that so much. Don't do that in homeschooling high school. Instead, give yourself some margin. Cover the core, touch on some electives, but allow yourself time to breathe. And that's how not only will you be sane, your children could actually end up sane at the end of it too, and that would be a good thing. The next thing to maintaining your sanity is to make sure that you have a morning meeting. I think about this a lot in my Christian faith and how, God wants us to sit down and read the Bible each day, right? Well, I think you can take that concept and apply it to homeschooling high school. If you sit down with your children each day and you kind of go over what is expected, here's your subjects, how did it go yesterday, tomorrow we're doing this, it only takes 15, 20 minutes. All of a sudden, your day is focused and purpose-driven, and you can actually get so much more accomplished just with that simple check-in time. Now, I've also known some people that when they don't check in, things can kind of snowball out of control, and then the next thing you know, the teenager says, oh, forgot to do math last month, or, didn't quite get that science book, whatever. And having that morning meeting can really prevent that snowball effect of things going bad, and you'll be able to nip it in the bud. Even if you don't have that morning meeting every day, but you allow yourself to skip it once or twice a week, but just that touch in a few times a week can really help. The next thing I want you to do is to make sure that you sign up for my newsletter. My newsletter comes out once a month, and each month in the newsletter, I have the list of calendar reminders that's going to help you to kind of stay on track. So I will tell you, for example, if you have a sophomore and it's October, this is the month for the PSAT. Or if you have a junior and it's the spring, I'll say, this is the time you need to make sure you're doing your SAT or your ACT. So if you can sign up for my newsletter and get those reminders, you'll get articles too about homeschooling high school, but when you're talking about sanity and staying on top of things, look for the calendar reminders on the newsletter. I hope that helps.